Hey, Robert Jones back in the cooking kitchen today. So yesterday you saw me do a taste test with these wonderful spices, and today, we're going to make some food with them. So I'm excited. So we tasted with food because you don't really eat dry spices. But today we're going to make some pork wraps. We're going to make a kind of a Mediterranean thing. So I've got some spices to try out. We've got some Greek pita style flatbreads. We'll toast these up. We'll put some onion, we'll put some tomato, we'll put some goat cheese, we'll put some meat, and we'll use each one of these spice blends to flavor it so we can see which one we like. We can also just get a general feel for how these are and what they taste like. Again, this is not a sponsored video, but Spice Lab was good enough to send these out to me. We did a little work last year, and I did some tasting for them, and so they sent me a new collection this year, and I'm very excited by that. I want to say a special thanks to Angie out there at the Spice Lab in Pompano, Florida. Did I get that right? Pompano Beach, Florida. That she is the one that packed up the box of all these kind of goodies and sent them out to me. So thank you for trusting me, and let's get to making some food and get to tasting how good these are going to be. I'm very excited. Like any good recipe, it always starts with mise en place and making your place and getting your stuff ready. So here we go. I just have a tomato that I have pulled the stem out of and washed, and a nice fresh onion. For the tomato, I am simply going to do a nice slice. I like to use a serrated knife, and I'm just going to do some thin slices since it's going in the wrap. Having it a little bit smaller and thinner, I think, will be easier. Easy peasy breezy. Sometimes I cut the core out, but the core on these is pretty soft, so I'm not too worried about that, if you're wondering. Here we go. Tomato. All right, and now we're just moving on to the onion. I'm just going to cut the ends off. If you're new to cooking, this is one method. This is what we're doing today. And then I'm just going to slice it in half this way. And I'm not going to use that one right now. Just going to remove the skin. Nobody likes dry skin. And then I'm just going to do some real thin slices here. Again, because it is going in there. And it's going to be raw, because I like the raw onion in a sandwich. So just super thin slices. Watch your fingers. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. That's it. You can do that. Onion. Tomato. Okay, guys, we got our vegetables all done. So what I have here is some lovely pork that I got at the magical Costco. It is some pork chops. Pork chops and applesauce. $2.69 a pound. Really nice looking pork. Easy to trim the fat off if you don't want the fat. But what we're going to do today is we're going to cut these into smaller pieces, and then we're going to pound them out small and thin so they cook really quickly. So let's get some pork. Okay, so I got two pork chops here, and I'm just going to cut the fat off a little bit because we're going to be cooking these quickly. So the fat is not really going to have time to render. So I just want to remove a little bit of that, because it's not going to be that good because we're not doing a crispiness on it or something like that. Although, I don't have anything against pork fat. So we're just doing a little trim. This is up to you. And then I'm just going to cut this in half. And repeat. Okay, then I just have a zip top bag here. It has a nice thick plastic on it, so that's why I'm using it. You can use no plastic, you can use rolled plastic, you can do whatever you want to do, but this is what I'm going to do. So here's what that is, and then I've just got a little meat hammer here, and I'm just going to pound these out a little bit thinner so they'll cook faster. And that makes a lot of noise. So there you go. We just flattened it so it's nice and thin. That's it. And repeat. Okay, now that your neighbors love you, you can see we got nice thin slices of pork, and we can season those up. Okay, you guys, so we have our Taste of America seasonings here, and so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call this 0, 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. Now, the reason I'm starting with 0 is, let me show you. So I have here little toothpicks, and I'm gonna put them in my order, so it might be reversed for you in the camera, but I'm gonna do 0, 1, 2, and 3. And if you look here, they each have a little mark on them so I can keep them straight. Hey, how about that? So we're going to have the Southern Charm here. We're going to have the Everything here. We're going to have the Key West here. And we're going to have the Chicago Chop here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the toothpick in just so I know which one is which. So we have the 0. We have the 1. Ta-da! Okay, so let's just give these all a little sprinkle, and we'll let it sit for maybe 10 or 15 minutes just to let it soak in a little bit. Oh, look at that, you guys. So excited. I know this one's for fish, but you know what? We're doing it anyway. It's the fish of the land. The chicken of the sea, this is the fish of the land. Okay, so I'm gonna let these sit for about 15 minutes. I'll put the tops on to keep these things dry, and yeah, then we'll cook them up. Boom! Yeah, that's my kitchen entertainment. Okay, we're over here at the pan. We have some canola spray. Just gonna give it a little bit because it's a pretty lean meat. Got a nice hot pan going on there. And then we have our luscious meats. Luscious meats. All right, so just gonna try to get these all in here. And again, we've got the toothpicks on them, so we know which is which. These are gonna shrink a little bit, so I'm not too worried. Get it all right, there we go. All right, setting the timer for 3 minutes. Go. 3 minutes aside. Been 3 minutes. Let's check our meat. Oh, it's looking really good, you guys. Look at that. Delicious. Nice char. Love that. I like a little crispiness. All right, 3 more minutes. Woo-hoo. Okay, 6 minutes total, 3 minutes each side. I think we are done. I was just testing them and they look great. So I'm gonna pull these off of here. Try to keep them in the same order we had before. And that way we'll do the taste test. Okay, you guys, how good do these look? They look juicy and moist and cooked through. Oh, I'm very excited. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull out the toothpicks and I'm gonna leave it there just so I remember which one's which, because I made myself a cheater note and I don't wanna mix them up. So I wanna tell you, although they do look a little bit different from each other, so it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Okay, so here's what we got going on. So I'm going to take a little piece off of each one to do our taste test, and then for the next video, I'm going to slice these up, and we will make some sandwiches. Well, might as well just here. We'll just slice it up as we go here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, and if you guys remember, I have our Greek pita bread. So I'm just gonna pop this on the toaster, get it a little bit toasty. And then we just need to decide which one we're gonna put in our sandwich. Oh, toast is done. I don't have a toaster oven, I just have a regular toaster. So we made a little flatbread there. And if you guys watched a previous video, you see I still have a lot of goat cheese left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little goat cheese. If you don't have goat cheese, you could use whatever you want. Cream cheese maybe. But I do love some goat cheese, so I thought it would be good in here. If I can get it off the knife, that'd be great. That'd be great. There we go. All right, some nice hot bread with some goat cheese. All right, and I think, just because the way these are looking, I think I want to do a little bit of this one and this end. And then on this end, I think I want to try the spicy one. The spicy one. Put that over there. Maybe a little bite for me. So then, I'm just going to put a sprinkle of onions because that's how I roll. If you don't like onions, don't put onions. Put what you like. If you don't like cheese, you could put mayonnaise or something in here. I like a lot of onions. So, yeah, there you go. All right. And finally, some tomatoes. So, I like a lot of veg in my sandwich. Look at that, you guys. Oh, that's not staying there. All right, one less onion. One less onion. Look at that. How nice does that look? I think it looks delish, if I can hold it together. Okay, you guys, I don't know about you, but that looks like a delicious lunch to me. So we have two kinds of meat here. We have the tomatoes, we have the onions, and I prepared a little bit of a salad, just so it's a balanced meal and it looks nice on the plate, because it's gotta be Instagram ready, right? It is a moment you've been waiting for. Woo! Okay, you guys, we got to the end of this journey and I am so excited. Not very hard to cook at all. 6 minutes aside, and look what we made. We made a Mediterranean style flatbread kind of pita thing with Greek. This is the great thing about being in America is you get all the different cultures. You get some Greekness, you get some Middle Easternness, you get some Mediterraneanness, you get some American spice blends, you get it all here. So we got American pork with American spice blends served up in a Mediterranean style fashion. Oh, how good does that look? Try not to drop it. Make a nice thumbnail. Okay, you guys, I'm super excited. So I eat salad every day. I just love salad, and this is the Mediterranean mix that I get at Costco. So if you're wondering about that, yeah, just some onions and some tomatoes, and let's just go for it because I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm kind of hungry. So I'm gonna go for the, let's see, I'm gonna have two meats on here. This one was the Chicago chop, which during the taste test was my favorite. So I wanna try that one first. So we're just gonna go for it here. Hopefully I don't drop this. Oh, and remember we got the goat cheese on there too. What is not to love about that as I talk with my mouth full? You guys, that is, I'm done, bye. That's delicious, you guys. I'm very excited about this. This is totally my lunch today. So let's try the fiery side, because Chicago was my favorite, but you know, in my opinion, if you add tomatoes and onions to anything, it's good. And I really like the spices. So maybe the spicy, fiery along with this will be even better. You know what I'm thinking right now? I totally want to try this with lamb. I totally want to try it with lamb. These are so good on here. Spice Lab, thank you for trusting me because this is so good. One more bite. Goat cheese. Okay, put it down. Wipe my mouth. Hopefully I don't have stuff in my beard. Oh man, you guys. I don't know what to say. That is so good. Spice Lab, you have done it again. Okay, you guys. So just to review, we used the Spice Lab to try 4 different meats. I had 2 in the thing here. I tried the other 2 yesterday for you in the video, and they're all delicious. I'm gonna wrap up all this extra meat and have lunches throughout the week now. Maybe give some to the raccoon, but yeah, really good, you guys. So this is how to make a flatbread pita, super easy. If you're just starting out learning to cook, I want to show you how easy it is to make great food at home. So that's why I'm here. My name is Robert Jones. This is Eudaemonius Mark II. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe and come back for more. If you really liked it, show it to a friend. Let them know what's going on. All right, you guys. I will see you next time. Take care.